Okay, so what I have here is I got some laminate pad actually that I had left over, and what's nice about it is it's kind of a water resistant pad. And so I'm just spreading this across the tub. You can see I still got this hanging up, and what we'll probably end up having to do is put a couple pieces in here, but I'm just going to start taping it. What I'm really looking for is to not get any chips out of this tub. Now I'm just going to cut right from the back here. I'm going to try not to cut through all the way into the other pad. And really what I'm doing is just making enough room there for my tape to grab onto something. Now this tub that we're using here, or that is in here, goes up the wall a little bit. And so with that being the case, I can put tape around here to protect it, but most tubs will end down here. So you can put the tape on, and you can actually leave that tape on the entire time, and then when you're done tiling, you can take a knife of some sort and get that tape out, like a spat or some sort of a 6-inch knife like you would use for drywall or something, and just scrape that tape out the best you can. So what I need to do here is I need to make a cut somehow to be able to get this to come down and protect the tub down here, and to have this flat down. So I just am going to cut it at an angle, and then when I know it gets down to the end here, to the bottom of the tub, now I'll just come straight out. And I'm obviously going to need more than one piece in here to do this. Any excess that you got, just cut it off. But just so it stays secure in here, I'm going to tape it a little bit. And I'm using duct tape because it's going to stick the best. And if you're using a duct tape, you can get there'll be a residue on there that you'll have to get off if it sits on there for a few days, but it'll come off. I'm just going to cut this so that it's going to fold down in here and protect this part of the tub, and then I'll put a separate piece right here. Just try to get it in the best you can. This is really a process you want to take if you're doing a demo. If you were just going to do a new install, you could just tape the bottom of something in the bottom of your tub and just make sure something's sitting there that you're walking in. You could just really tape the bottom of the tub, and then you can just make sure that you're covering where you're going to be walking. Now I'm going to have tile kind of flying all over the place, and that's why I'm really taking the precaution here of covering it. Because if I have any little pieces that drop, now I won't ding the tub, it'll be protected. I'm just putting angled relief cuts in the corners to be able to bend it around where I need to bend it. It's not really any kind of a perfect process. Just get the thing covered and make sure that it's going to stay. If you spend time on making sure now that it's going to stay, then you won't have to screw around with it as you go. I'm being very careful with my knife when I cut anywhere near the tub. You can kind of see it's really starting to work itself together here. In some spots you can just fill it with more tape. Just to get a spot, instead of adding pad in there, just put a bunch of tape on it in your corners. Just duct tape's going to work the same way. You just want to make sure whatever material that you're using, that tape is going to stick to it. Okay. You can kind of see the duct tape maze here, but I got a nice solid foundation here. I got a nice solid foundation here where if I walk in here, I know that it's not coming apart. And that's really what you want to do, is just whatever it takes to get something in there to protect it.